everybody doing? Okay, Coach, tell us about Ole Miss. What do they do specifically that could cause you guys some troubles? What do you see out of them?
They have some design quarterback runs like everyone we've been facing here as of late, and those are very challenging, but they got a big offensive line. Their left tackle is an outstanding football player. They have a trio of backs that really can present some problems. They're very quick, shifty, they got good vision. And then they have a multiple set of tight ends. They've got some big tight ends that they can line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you. And then they have some athletic guys that they flex out and try and get you matched up on your linebackers and some of your safeties that they're really good too.
How do you deal with a guy like Bo Wallace, who seems to be simply a playmaker who can make something happen when the rest of the plays break down?
Yeah, that's been his MO. I mean, he really played well in that Alabama game. I mean, some of the throws that he made and at the end of the game delivering like he did, I know it was a big boost for his confidence, and he's been making those plays ever since then. Texas A&M picks up a big 3rd and 8, dives over a couple guys and keeps the chains moving, and that's really been his MO. I think that's the mark of a great quarterback, a guy that can just keep the chains moving. He's not getting 40, 50-yard runs, but he's getting enough to keep you off balance and to pick up first downs.
What's the difference you see in him from film, from that season opener against Boise to what he's doing now, other than just...
Yeah, I think he's a lot more confident now. He's making some better decisions with the football. He missed through some balls in that Boise game, and obviously he paid for it. But I see a quarterback that's bounced back and is ready to lead his team.
How much does facing your own receivers like Marquez North in practice help your secondary when you're going to face a kid like Daquan Treadwell?
Yeah, Treadwell. Yeah, that's a really good comparison. I mean, the big-bodied guy. They go up and get the ball down the field, and that's a big help, no question.
You guys have tied for 8th in the country in tackles for loss. Does that surprise you, and what's kind of been working for you guys to make that many plays?
Well, I can't say that I'm surprised, but we're just keep working. We're not really paying attention to any of the statistical data. We're going to wait till the end of the season and kind of catch our breath and then look at all those things, whether it's good or bad. It's just from week to week. You just got to be ready to play. So it's a new season in itself, and you just got to prepare each week one at a time.
But did you expect your defensive line and your defensive front to maybe be more disruptive this year than it was?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know what to expect. I just wanted a group of guys that were hungry, that worked hard, that were coachable, and improved each and every single time they had an opportunity to. And if we could do that, then I was going to be happy with our results.
How much do they press the edge with the jet sweeps and whatnot, the fast backs they have with Walton coming in motion, kind of like how you guys use Pig and whatnot a little bit?
Yeah.
How important is it to defend the edge against this particular team?
No, you have to account for the jet sweeps. They have jet sweeps, and then they have action going back the other way, and so it's a big challenge for defenses to handle the jet sweeps. How are you going to adjust and handle that, but yet still fit running plays that are going away from the jet sweep too? So those are always problematic.
So did you guys identify some guys in Saturday's game that maybe can help more than they had been playing before? Did anyone help themselves, majorly in that regard?
Yeah, I thought there were some guys that did some really good things. There was a lot of mistakes too, but definitely I think the guys are working hard, and that's really what's important. We're going through a process, and those young guys just get out there, and it's football full speed and a lot of people in the stands, and so they have a tendency sometimes to make mistakes, But I was proud of the way they bounced back at the end of the game.
Who stood out to you? I guess out of all the guys you watched, who stood out to you as guys that maybe need some more
I
time?
thought Jakob Johnson did some really good things. I thought Cortez McDowell, made some plays. Evan Berry caught my eye, obviously. Up front, Dwayne Hendricks shows great athleticism and doing some things. Jalen Miller is a guy that I thought, man, he was coming around. He was coming off the edge a couple times, so I thought he was a guy that could really start to help us. I'm trying to think of anyone else in the secondary. Obviously Emmanuel was out there, and he had played before. He played the game before, so that wasn't anything new for him. DeAndre was out there working hard. So it was good to get those guys some experience. That's certainly a step in the right direction, getting some game time experience under the lights. And we just got to keep working at it and getting better each week.
We saw Kendall Vickers slide inside a little bit. Is he going to follow suit with Jordan Williams and Amari Mixon as ends that rotated into tackle?
Yeah, we lost Owen Williams, so that's been our plan, is to rotate those guys in there until he can get him back. So, yeah, that's what we're doing.
How did Demarie play, especially with all those added snaps?
Demarie did some good things. I mean, he showed some things at the end of the game that I was encouraged by.
When you look at your secondary, what's enabled him to play so well? I mean, you have 2 games in a row, no one passed for 100 yards, only one guy's passed over 200. What are you guys doing so well this year?
I think they're just in great position, and they're not giving up yards after the catch. And we're able to blend some pressures with some coverages, and I think we've been able to keep people off balance. But those guys have done a good job back there, and we just got to keep getting better each week.
What's the challenge with Ole Miss's receivers? They look like a big physical bunch.
Down the field throws, where they can get their body on you and kind of, big boys, so to speak. So those are the things that we've been working on.
Is Treadwell a pretty good receiver? I mean, looking at
Yeah,
him.
Treadwell's an outstanding receiver.
What separates him?
I think it's a combination of size and his ball skills.